Hello, Internet. I'm Matt Haas. I have some life advice to impart on you today. I am in my early 50s, and I've seen a lot. I've done a lot. I've done some smart things, and I've done some stupid things, and I have some advice for you that I think you will not only enjoy, but also find really, really valuable. Okay. Polly Wants a Crafter's here. Hey, here ahead of time even. Boom! You get extra credit. Here, we'll give you some purple hearts for showing up early. How about that? Britta Aller, good morning to you, my friend Britta. She says, good morning, everyone. Fabulous. Yeah, so I want to give you first a health update. I usually don't talk about health things because everyone gets sick, everyone gets better. It's kind of boring. But the interesting thing about this is my sickness, I went away on a trip, came back like you often do with an illness, and it was really, really bad, and it started to get a little bit better. You know, it's kind of like the same thing I've been experiencing, but I've been working through it, didn't take any time off, and it's going, and I had a physical on the calendar with my doctor, just a wellness visit. I'm like, well, while I'm here, check me over because something's not right. He checks me out and says, well, there's a lot of fluid in your ears and they're red and sore. That's not good. He says, there's an infection in your nose. That's awful. He says, your throat is a complete wreck. It is just a nightmare back there. And your chest sounds awful. He's like, you are very, very sick. He's like, what are you doing? So he put me on a big regiment of prescription medication and demanded I get some rest. What can I say? I'm a go, go, go type of person. And I enjoy what I do. You know, it's not like, it's drudgery for me. I've spent a lot of time, money, and effort to make sure my life is constructed with things that I enjoy. And it's hard to put things down. So I kind of got yelled at a little bit. But, here's another thing. My doctor, my primary doctor, is the coolest guy out there. He is just such an interesting person. First of all, he's wicked smart and he knows his trade. But that's kind of beside the point for what I'm trying to convey to you now. He is the ringside physician for MMA fighting in the local area here. And he stopped doing it over the summer. I was like bummed. But I asked him, I was like, are you doing that now? Did it start back up? He says, yeah, I got something in the 3 weeks or whatever. I'm like, can you send me a text message about the venue? Because I'd like to just take a couple friends and go. I think it'd be a fun, even if we don't get to catch up, it's interesting to me. So he said he would do it. So I'm waiting for him to pass along information about an MMA fight. And wouldn't it be fun to just try something different, go out to the venue and see what it's all about? I mean, I think that's fun. So if anyone's in central Pennsylvania in approximately 2 weeks and wants to go with me to go see an MMA fight, should be fun. David W. Ryan's here, says, happy Friday, Matt and friends. Happy Friday to you. Q Demand, Mr. Whit Profit's back. Good morning, all, he says. Good morning. All right. My life advice. My life advice is there are some areas of your life that when they go wrong, they go really wrong, really fast, and take a lot of money and effort and energy to untangle. So it's those areas of your life where you should make sure you're well covered. Don't bottom basement, don't comparison shop, don't do comparison shop, but don't look for the lowest bidder. There are some things where you just can't have the lowest bidder be in your life, and those are your health. Okay, for me, my primary care physician's got to be a doctor, like not a physician's assistant. Not that there's anything wrong. I mean, I'm just saying, statistically speaking, someone who has a doctorate and is wicked smart. So lean into that, follow their advice. There's a lot of advice out there on the internet, a lot of advice from friends. Get your counsel from a professional. So find that. Same thing with lawyer. Like, you don't want someone who's not in their A game there. Accountant and taxes. Like, you don't want that to go south. That could get really messy. Vision, dental, the whole thing. My primary ophthalmologist, he's got the OOD, like a doctorate of ophthalmology. And same thing with the dentist. Full on doctor. These, you do not want to skimp on those things in your life. And they got to go right, because when they go wrong, they go really wrong really fast. So there's one life advice tip for you from someone who's in their early 50s to you. Well, it's all about good to do new stuff. It's always good to do new stuff. Sorry. I'm a little under the weather. I'm not fully functioning. Can't read all that well. Hi from Friday night here in Bali. That's in Indonesia, everybody. Hope you're having a great Friday night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Las Vegas flight Monday. First actual vacation in 9 years. Wood shows don't count. LOL. Buddy, I hope you have a blast in Vegas. Remember the Haas credo, always double on 11. You get 11, you double it every time. My son was at the local casino, and he was talking about his blackjack shenanigans. And I asked him if he got an 11. He said, yeah. I said, did you double it? He goes, no, I just hit it. I'm like, I'm writing you out of the will. You're no son of mine. Kidding, of course. I love my boy. Yesterday was Son's Day, National Son's Day. So that kind of snuck up on me. So yeah. Oh, speaking of woodworking and woodworking shows, I've got some news. All right, so for the first time ever, I've experienced something as a woodworker that every woodworker goes through pretty much every year. I have skipped this event every year up until now. And that is, my wife said, can you make me 25 of these things to give out as gifts at work? It's the first time it happened. So, of course, I said yes. So I will be ramping up a large-scale production of some Christmas gifts in my wood shop. I will not say more at this time, but you know me. I try and make sure everything I do is awesome. So that's what I will be up to in the near future. I split aces too. Really get the table hate. you got to. Well, I see it's 11, so you want a 10 on top of that. But, a lot of people split aces. That's not too bad. You really want to get some hate is, like, if you split a winning hand. Like, don't split 2 face cards or something like that. So don't stay on 9. Things like that. Oh my gosh. But I am feeling better. I'm still sick. I can tell I'm not healthy, right? Completely. I'm not back to normal, but I feel so much better. And I started this regiment of prescription meds, which should knock things out. I started playing the piano again. I didn't play the piano the entire time I was in Washington, which was like a whole week, and then most of this week. So I think it was like 9, 10, maybe even 11 days I haven't touched the piano, which is not good. because amortized over 3 years, this piano is costing me $3.70 a day. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it was not cheap piano. Yeah. Feeling better is good. At least 5 people in the interwebs I know got sick this week. Well, I think maybe it's just the turning weather. And you know what it was for me? All right, I'm going to give you another piece of health advice. This isn't to garner sympathy, but while I was at the event, there were free cocktails. Every night, free cocktails. I'm not going to drink cocktails. I'm not going to do it. It's just not worth it. But they had what was something similar to a Moscow Mule. I kind of like them. I'm like, oh, that's I think I want that. So I got one of those, and I drank half of it. And it was hitting me. I'm like, all right, putting that down. I drank half of a cocktail. And I think between the pressure in the airplane messing with myself and the little bit of alcohol I had, I think it just sort of knocked my resistance down where my body wasn't able to be at 100%. And I think it contributed to me not fighting off whatever I got. And I think that was it. So from here on out, simply for health reasons, I think I'm 100% off alcohol. I don't think I'm ever going to drink another alcoholic beverage for the rest of my life, because I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I know me, I know my body, and I know the cycles, and I've seen patterns in the past, but it seems like sometimes when I drink, even modestly, it can lower my resistance, and then, I can catch something bad. And in November, I still remember this vividly. This has impacted me. November 2022, so not that long ago, I was sick, and I was out. I was unproductive for 4 weeks. 4 weeks I was out of it. Of course, I worked through it, but, I usually, work my day job and then go do creative stuff all night long and, repeat. That's kind of the way I've structured my life. No. I'm like, so now at least I think with this, now that I saw a doctor, like I should have done the first time, or in November, and he got me on a whole cocktail of stuff, of over-the-counter, of prescription medicine. I think I'm not going to have a repeat, where this isn't going to be like another 4-week unproductive illness. I think it's going to come around. So booze is not in the diet after Las Vegas for me. Gonna stay healthy. Yeah, good on you. That's why I drink vodka and OJ. Keep up the good work, Matt's immune system. Exactly, David W. Ryan. All right, I'm leaving it here. Have a fabulous weekend. I'm going to be creative. I'll probably work on my wife's project and do a lot of other creative things. And I've got a backlog of stuff, because with this illness, I haven't done anything except work. So I've got a whole to-do list that's been backing up. So I'm going to clear the to-do list, do something creative. And now that I'm on the upswing, I will be able to at least be a little productive Saturday and Sunday, and maybe even this evening, Friday. Love you all. Thanks for following along with my shenanigans. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.